Hey guys, welcome back to Heat Check Sports. Today we're bringing you another picks video. So far we've been killing it with our picks, and we want to bring you another video this week so you know who to pick on your parlays last minute. Make sure you get it done. And we'll just get into it. Here we go. First up, we got the Tennessee Titans versus Houston Texans. We're going with the Titans on this one. Texans are a little bit better of a team now. They got rid of Bill O'Brien. They got rid of some of the past that are hoping to really revamp their future up moving forward. Looked really promising last week, but the Tennessee Titans got the job done against Buffalo, showed them who was boss, absolutely murdered them. Tennessee Titans are going to win this one. Colts, Bengals. Colts are going to go 4-2 in this one. Bengals, I'm sorry, you just looked absolutely terrible. 27-3 against the Ravens last week. Not a good performance. Your O-line is just really struggling, not allowing Joe Burrow or Joe Mixon to really break out and see the strong performances that we would like to expect from those players. Next up, Atlanta, Minnesota. Two teams, you said at the beginning of the season would be a combined 1-9. I would not believe you. Minnesota's 1-4. They have a slight edge going into this one. Atlanta just not has looked good. Both of their secondaries is awful. Some injuries they're dealing with. Not too much compared to other teams in the league that are dealing with a lot of injuries. But Minnesota's going to take this one. Kirk Cousins has been looking better. He really has a dynamic duo coming out of Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson, the breakout rookie, who is going to have a bounce-back week this week. I expect Minnesota to win this one. New England, Denver, if this game is ended up playing due to COVID. We're going with New England on this one. Cam Newton is supposed to be back today, but regardless, we just think New England's going to take this one. Denver is also doing quarterback issues with Drew Lock. He's supposed to be coming back from injury, but whether Drew Lock or Burrow can play, or Newton or Hoyer play, or Stidham, doesn't matter. Quarterback situation in this game overall is just a mess. We like England just taking this game, just due to their defense being a bit stronger than Denver's defense. Next up, Washington Giants, another matchup of teams with a combined record of 1-9. Giants are 0-5. They do not look good whatsoever. They have a couple bright spots. Devontae Freeman finally had a good game for the Giants after a few weeks. Darius Slayton has been one of the lone bright spots for the Giants offense. And then Washington, Antonio Gibson's been rising up. Terry McLaurin has been dangerous so far this season. Good amount of yards he's put up. But besides that, not a whole lot of talent outside of some of those players. Expect the Washington football team to get their second win here, and the Giants to stay 0-6. Next up, Baltimore, Philly. We're going with Baltimore on this one. Philly is not that great of a team. Baltimore is one of the best teams in the NFL. They just showed the Bengals why they're one of the best teams in the NFL in a 27-3 commanding victory. Last week, we're going with Baltimore on this one. Big performances in line for some of the fantasy players on the Baltimore team. Make sure you start them this week. Next up, we got Cleveland, Pittsburgh. 4-1 versus 4-0. Division rivals. It's going to be a really good matchup. That AFC North is strong. You got the Ravens 4-1, Browns 4-1, Steelers 4-0. Really strong. AFC North. This game's going to be a really good one. Steelers might be out Deontay Johnson. And then the Browns are still without Nick Chubb, struggling a little bit on that front. But regardless, so both of them have injuries to key offensive weapons. We're going with Pittsburgh on this one. Their defense is just a little bit is better than the Browns' defense. They're used to playing these tough matchups. The Browns have got a couple surprising victories, such as the game against Dallas. We're going with the Steelers in this one. Next up, we got Chicago, Carolina. We're going with Carolina on this one. It's going to be a really close matchup. Chicago's 4-1. They're much better than a lot of experts anticipated this year. We're going to give the W to Carolina. Detroit, Jacksonville. We're going with Detroit. I'm sorry, Jacksonville fans. You guys just not look good. You had a first 2 weeks. You looked promising. You got a win. Looked really good against the Titans, who were undefeated. But since then, you guys just kind of fell off the face of the planet. Had a bad loss to the Dolphins on Thursday Night Football a few weeks back. Have continued to look bad, not too hot. Detroit finally has Kenny Golladay looking like his usual self. And Stafford loves that Golladay connection. So we're just going to go with Detroit on this one. Stafford and Golladay are set for big fantasy matchups this week. Definitely start them in your lineups. Musts. If you have both of them together, you're in for a treat. Next up, we got the Dolphins playing the Jets. As a Dolphins fan myself, Jets, I'm sorry. You guys need to fire Adam Gase. We suffer through Adam Gase. I know what it is like. Dolphins fans know what it's like. Adam Gase is much better as a coordinator than he is as a head coach. Nothing but respect for you, Gase. I'm sorry. I think you'd be much better in a coordinator role so you can really focus in on your niche and what you're really good at and excel with. And just being a head coach of the team just doesn't seem like the best fit, especially with the Jets lineup. Maybe in a different team, in a different city, in a different situation, but with the Jets organization right now and the path they're heading towards, just not the best fit. This game seems to continue heading in that direction. Le'Veon Bell demanded to be traded or cut or go to a different team. He didn't want to play with the Jets anymore. He got his wish. Same thing happened with Jamal Adams. So the Jets players really have the power in this situation. They're basically saying, I don't want to play anymore. And they just have the opportunity to just get cut. And the Jets are taking that cap loss. They're taking cuts. And they're just losing a lot of good talent. Pro Bowl level talent. They're just losing and letting it walk away for free. And that's not the organization that really speaks a lot. The Jets are one of the dumpster fires of the NFL. They're going to lose to the Dolphins this week. The Jets are going to be 0-6. They need basically gut out that whole organization, not just Gase, but a lot of people in management as well. I don't know the direction they're heading towards. They're not rebuilding, so I just don't know what's going on over there. Next up, we got Green Bay, Tampa Bay. This is going to be a really good game. Brady, Rodgers, never expecting them to play together in the NFC. Still crazy to think about that. Brady is a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Buccaneers are 3-2 this year. Packers are undefeated. It'll be a really good game. Either one can win this one. We have the slight edge given to the Green Bay Packers due to the resilience of Aaron Rodgers and the team he just had and the core he's had and he's used to. We just think they have this slight edge over this one. But going to be a really good matchup. Exciting game to watch. Next up, we got the Sunday Night Football matchup, Rams, 49ers. We're going with the Rams on this one. 49ers got demolished by Dolphins last week. Not a good showing whatsoever. Rams, Jared Goff is in for a big day. Not really going to rely on the rushing attack for the Rams this week. Expect big performances out of Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, Tyler Higbee. That Rams receiving core is going to have a strong performance this week against the San Francisco 49ers defense, who is suffering through many injuries. Next up, we got the Chiefs-Bills. One of the two Monday Night Football games. This game had to be rescheduled from Thursday night to Monday due to the Bills game being rescheduled due to COVID concerns before. Bills facing a tough loss last week in Kansas City, coming on a good victory themselves. It's going to be a really good matchup. It's playing at Buffalo. Buffalo has a really strong home field advantage typically, but due to COVID, it's not going to be what it normally is. But we're going to give the edge to the Kansas City Chiefs on this one. Just the way the Bills performed last week against a tough matchup in Tennessee really spoke a lot about the team itself and their ability to play in tough games on prime time. They just didn't get the job done against the Chiefs. And we don't. Against the Titans. We don't expect them to get the job done against the Chiefs. Next up, we got the Cardinals, Cowboys team that both of them lack defenses. Cowboys are suffering from the terrible injury to Dak Prescott. Don't know what's going to happen for them for their future. Andy Dalton is stepping in, a really good veteran quarterback they have. But in this one, without knowing how it's going to fan out, and Arizona being a team on the rise with a young team developing with Kyler Murray, Chase Edmonds, and DeAndre Hopkins, we just expect the Cardinals to get the victory in this one. Let us know your picks in the comments below. Sorry about that. My dog was on top of me, trying to get him off. Let us know your picks in the comments below. Don't forget to check out our website, HeatCheckSports.com, for more awesome content.